faithful companion. Care to join me for another review? So, where should we go? Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky. Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
Mitchell leads you to the dining room. He seems excited. Or about...
I've heard only good things about Daisuke's place so far. Let's hope it lives up to expectation.
You walk into a rather austere space, every element seemingly selected for its clean and unpretentious elegance. The counters are of raw pine, finished to a glossy luster. The walls are shoji-style screens, and the doors slide open with a soft hiss that seems engineered to bring you entirely into your sophisticated surroundings. A water feature drips delightfully in the background. You feel instantaneously relaxed and intrigued.
Ah, here comes the owner now.
Irashaimase.
Daisuke greets you both with a warm smile.
Welcome to Omakase Daisuke. I am pleased to see you both.
Always nice to see you, Daisuke. It's obvious you've put a lot of work into this endeavor.
Thank you, Mitchell. I have only done what anyone would in my place. The dishware deserves no less than maximum effort. I hope the decor and ambiance please you.
My mind isn't quite made up yet. You do? Seems rather dull to me. Understated, you say? Let me take a closer look. Why, you're absolutely right. I thought at first it was lazy and weak decor.
Lazy and weak.
Mitchell continues on, as though he's not heard Daisuke.
But look around you. Perfectly clean, lighting muted but warm. This wood shows the signs of a master carpenter. These chairs have been selected with painstaking care. And as I listen, I detect the subtle dripping of water from a waterfall pond.
That is only Sinclair's chronic drip, but I thank you all the same.
I feel almost as if I've been transported to the Tsukibayashi Jiro. Delightful, simply delightful. Let's move on to your speciality, Daisuke. What are we to make of the settings?
Before we begin, I am obligated to tell you that Scandalabra's stories about the silver are damaging lies and not to be believed.
Believe the Scandalabra? I'd sooner let Sinclair process an insurance claim for me.
I'm glad we are all in agreement there.
Now let's have a look. We appear to be missing chopsticks.
Yes. But if you wish, I can bring you some.
No need. I'll eat in the traditional way. And I must say, marvelous attention to detail, Daisuke. All right, let's get down to business. I'm starving.
As the name suggests, we offer only omakase.
I can't wait to see what's in store for us. Okay, now, when the first course comes, let's... Yes, you really know your sushi etiquette. Which I find very appealing, by the way.
Here you are. Please enjoy.
Daisuke places a dish before you containing what must be the most hideous, clumsy nigiri you've ever seen in your life. The fish is misshapen, and the rice seems to be falling apart.
What are we looking at, Daisuke?
Is it not obvious? This is eel.
I see. Glad to know your take. I'll present my own opinions in the review. Now that we've eaten, I think it's time to go.
A tall, statuesque man stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes, on the table in front of him. He's so absorbed in them that he doesn't seem to notice you. The man doesn't move. As you walk around to get a better look, you can see that he's quite handsome, and still entirely uninterested in speaking to you. The man's head swivels to look at you quite suddenly.
Yes? Keep away from the dishes. They are priceless. Yes, more precious than gold. More valuable than money. More important than world peace. More important than world peace. I am Daisuke. Daisuke Dishware. And you are interrupting inventory. Yes. Once a week I take inventory of the dishes. If one is cracked or chipped, I repair it. If one is beyond repair, I retire it. And when new dishes arrive, I add them to the collection. Your praise is not required, but I thank you. Now please, leave me to finish my work.
You decide not to bother him any further, but just as you're walking away,
Look out!
your foot catches on a strange bulge in the flooring, and before you know it, you're going down. Hard. But you don't hit the floor. You hit hard muscle instead. Daisuke has heroically put himself between you and the dishes. You're now face to face, and chest to chest, on the ground.
Forget about me. Are the dishes all right? I will be fine if the dishes are fine. Good.
You climb to your feet, surveying the table. No damage that you can see.
I think I've chipped. I must repair myself, lest my injuries become worse. Please leave now, before you do any more damage. Yes, your concern is appreciated, but ultimately useless. Leave me now.
You find Daisuke and a lacquered friend mid-discussion.
Beautiful. Like a ceramic sunset over a shining sea of China.
I told you I would help you organize. Just look at you now. Even an injury cannot slow you down.
Your assistance has allowed me to catch up on the rest of my work. I'm truly grateful.
It's no problem whatsoever, amico mio. Ah, speaking of friends, it seems as though you have a visitor.
Ah. We will speak again, Caprizio. Farewell.
Ciao.
You have the air about you of one who has completed their mission. No. I have repaired my injury. I am perfectly safe to handle now. You finished your deliveries, then? Very good. It is almost as if our near-tragic accident never happened. With your help and Caprizio's, I suppose this means my work is finished now.
Daisuke stares up at the dishes in the cabinet with an inscrutable expression. You wonder if now might be a good opportunity to bring out another side of Daisuke.
There must be something else to be done. Perhaps I can rearrange the dishes again. You are correct. I suppose I could spare a moment to sit. Would you care to join me? Come, sit.
As you sit with Daisuke, both of you gazing up at the majesty of the china cabinet, you turn over the advice you received in your mind. You could talk to him about coffee, poetry, ceramics.
Who told you that? Beverly's job is to dispense beverages, not secrets. I have been betrayed. I am not hiding it exactly, but I am not sharing it either, I suppose. I suppose you must think it strange for a dish as serious as I am to be writing poetry. Romantic? My poems were never love poems. But I am glad you seem to be a lover of poetry just the same. It seems like such a simple question. Friends, lovers, hobbies. I dropped them all one by one. They were pleasant, to be sure, but a distraction. When a relationship ended poorly, I often thought of how much time I'd wasted trying to please others. When a hobby reached a plateau, I felt as though I let time slip through my fingers, time I could never get back. When I work too much, I do not have similar regrets. Or at least, I used to think so. Being forced to slow down has shown me perhaps my priorities have been incorrect for years. Now, faced with a quiet moment and friendly conversation, I find myself woefully inadequate, like a broken plate fused together with hot glue. It is a kind offer, truly, but I am unsure if there's anything left to salvage here. I have much on my mind. Forgive my rudeness, but I must bid you farewell. I am no longer in the mood to chat.
You don't see Daisuke right away, but as you approach, you hear him calling out to you.
Please, come in. Our conversation the other day showed me that I have been neglecting myself and my once beloved hobbies. And with my work done for the week, I found myself going mad for want of things to keep my hands busy. It felt like a good time to remind myself there's more to me than my deep and abiding love for dishware. I'm glad, because you are the reason I came to this realization in the first place. Indeed. When you injured me earlier, I was furious. I thought my worth lay only in my work, and now someone had taken my work from me. But being forced to lean on others allowed me to do things differently. I am embarrassed to admit that you and Caprizio have even improved on my processes in ways I hadn't imagined. I am far more efficient now. So if you allow me, I would like to invite you to indulge in a passion of mine. Poetry.
He gestures to a table laid out with paper, pens, and a few lit candles. It's all terribly romantic.
Your enthusiasm touches me. I am happy we share an appreciation for the arts.
Daisuke guides you to sit, not leaving you much choice in the matter. You take a seat and watch as he takes up his pen.
Let us begin then. Do not overthink it. Poetry is best when it flows from your mind to the pen with as little interference and delay as possible. Do not overwork your words, and do not worry about how it sounds. Simply write with your heart. It is as nice as it sounds. Let us begin.
Daisuke's pen begins scratching against the paper immediately. Perhaps he's inspired already, or perhaps he's been preparing for this moment. You, on the other hand, simply stare down at the blank paper before you. You feel inspired by what's been building between you and Daisuke, and you remember that Beverly said Daisuke would love a poem written for him. You begin to write.
You are writing away there. I look forward to seeing what you have produced. Already? Wonderful. Wow, an excellent start.
Daisuke stares at you in silence for a few interminable moments.
That was incredible. I've never been given such a personal gift. Thank you.
You could swear you see tears glimmering at the edges of his eyes.
I'm so moved, I barely know how to share my own now. But let me get on with it, before I embarrass myself making a scene.
Daisuke clears his throat, looking down at his paper with some mix of pride and excitement.
Since you entered my life, I have been renewed, like a forgotten subscription to a magazine. Your beautiful smile bathes me in sweetness, like a jar full of honey that has been knocked over on the shelf. The day you fell on top of me was a day of great change, like a pocket filled with quarters. I hope we will fall on top of each other in a different setting one day.
He stops there, looking at you expectantly. It seems that is it, and he is deeply proud of himself.
You are too kind. Thank you. It has meant much to me to be able to share this part of myself with you. Thank you for being here with me.
You and Daisuke sit in a pleasant silence together. When it comes time to part, you know neither of you will forget this moment. As always, you find Daisuke standing silently, deep in concentration.
And I, you. Your smiling face is a welcome sight, always. First, I must thank you. When you first ran into me, I admit I was angry. I was furious, thinking of all the work I would be unable to do as I recovered. But when you agreed to help me, I began to see that in my pig-headed stubbornness, I was creating more work for myself. Fabrizio's reorganization and your taking up my deliveries allowed me to see where I had fallen short. Not only in my duties, but in my personal life. Well...
Daisuke reaches out to take your hand in his, lifting it to his lips and pressing a gentle kiss to the back of it.
I told myself I had no time for selfish pursuits, whether it be hobbies or something more personal. But I have found myself setting aside time I hoped I might spend with you, speaking of anything but work. I care deeply for you, and if you'll allow me, I'd like to take you on a date. I'm pleased to hear it. If you care to leave here with me, there are things I wish to say and do that should not be done in front of the dishware. I would hate to rattle them. I welcome you to try.
Daisuke sweeps you into his strong arms without warning, taking off up the stairs with you in search of privacy. You're pleased to find out that Daisuke is quite good with his hands. He's not nearly as brittle as you'd have imagined. You would never have guessed you'd end up here after your first meeting, but now there's nowhere you'd rather be.
Love is truly priceless.